Okay, my friends, it is fall time, okay? It is October. We are ready to get the fall vibes going. Now, I love fall, okay? I love everything about fall. I love pumpkin spice. I love fall decorations. I love the prospect of city fall. Today, we are going to be recreating some of the items from Starbucks fall menu. All right, so this is editing Aidan, little insert, which I know is kind of whack, that from 4 months in the future. Hello. I just wanted to pop in with a little disclaimer. This video was filmed literally in October, okay? So it no longer reflects the political landscape around Starbucks. If you're boycotting Starbucks, maybe this is an alternate recipe. If you're not, continue to live your life and watch this video just for entertainment's sake. Maybe you want to try it out, but I'm just saying, I know there's a lot that's happened in the last 4 months in regards especially to Starbucks. It just simply was not around in October when I filmed this video. So, there's your PSA. So we are making 2 things off their menu today that I would say arguably are their most popular. The iconic pumpkin spice latte and then their pumpkin loaf. Now I love all things spiced and pumpkin, so as long as they're good, I'm here for it. We are going to actually be comparing at least the latte to the actual Starbucks version himself, because I went to Starbucks today to try and purchase the things we would be testing in today's video so that we could compare them, but we love supply chains, so they did not have any pumpkin bread because everyone else got them before me. If you got it, congratulations. Anyways, so the best part about this pumpkin loaf specific recipe that we're doing is that it all comes together in one bowl, which means what? Less dishes for me to clean, which is exciting. We are going to start, preheat the oven for 350. 3 of these large eggs, and whisk, 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 whisk our lives away. 1.5 cups of pumpkin puree. And now we're going to whisk this pumpkin with our eggs. 2/3 of a cup of a neutral oil. I'm using canola here. And a cup of white sugar with 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So now we're going to make a mixture of spices and sprinkle it over the top to combine, because being basic is not allowed here. According to lecafe.com, we have to sprinkle it over the top to mix it in, because just putting them in there would not work. 2 teaspoons pumpkin pie spice, which this little jar of wonderfulness pumpkin pie spice, we were just talking about how much I love pumpkin spice. You guys. Okay, let me just inform you that that is life-changing, okay? It's made my breakfasts so exciting because you can literally put it on whatever.
Bombastic side eye.
Because you can literally put it on whatever you want and it will work wonderful. One of my favorite ways is to put it in your oatmeal, in my morning matcha lattes. But some wonderful things you can do with it. We're also adding 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 of a teaspoon baking soda, and 3/4 again of salt. So now we have this exciting mixture of spices in our bowl, and we're going to sprinkle it right over the top of our mixture. I don't know what that did. Sprinkles. And now we mix. Now we're going to add 1.5 cups of flour, and then we are finished. It smells like pumpkin. Bada boom! So now we take our bread loaf pan, grease the heck out of it, because I don't have the patience to actually peel bread off of this, so anything that doesn't come off of this, I will scream at. And then we throw it right in the oven for about 40 minutes. Into the oven it goes. You also might be wondering, where's the pumpkin seeds? Yes, I know Starbucks puts pumpkin seeds, but unfortunately my local Walmart does not carry pumpkin seeds. They were soggy anyways. Let's not lie to each other. The Starbucks pumpkin seeds that have been sitting on top of the loaf that has been made for the last month, they're soggy. They are a bit sad. I mean, they're not mushy, they're just they're not as we're just leaving them off we're omitting them. We are making their iconic pumpkin spice latte. I feel like there's a few things at Starbucks that are like iconic every year. The pumpkin spice latte that comes out of fall time and the Christmas cups for the holidays. So let's start by making our homemade pumpkin spice syrup. Okay, so welcome to my stove, all right? So let's just get started. Pan, stove, flame. To this saucepan, we are going to be adding a cup and a half of water. And by the way, if I'm going too fast through any of this, I'm linking both of these websites below so that you can see the recipe for yourself. A cup and a half of sugar. It took me like 7 business days to put that sugar in that container. And then we are just going to let this cook until it starts to simmer. We're gonna add 6 cinnamon sticks, okay? But I don't have the drive to go get some. So we are just gonna use ground cinnamon, a teaspoon of ground ginger, a teaspoon of ground cloves, 2 teaspoons of ground nutmeg. Smells beautiful. 4 tablespoons of our pumpkin puree. Okay, so we have let our syrup simmer for 20 minutes and our pumpkin spice bread is almost done, and we're just gonna strain this out. And now we have our pumpkin spice syrup. This is like an espresso shot of coffee situation. And then we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of our syrup to our coffee. Then we are going to take some lightly frothed milk and just add that right through. We're gonna add a light sprinkle of some pumpkin pie spice right over the top. So now it's time for the final verdict. So we have the Starbucks latte, and I know there's a lot less, but I've already drank some. And then we have our homemade latte here, and you can tell already there's a color difference between the two of these beverages. And then we have our pumpkin loaf, but all the Starbucks around me did not have pumpkin loaves, so we are just trying the pumpkin loaf separately. But let's start with the coffee. So start with Starbucks. Now ours. They actually taste pretty similar. I won't lie to you. Ours is a bit more cinnamon in it. I wonder if that's because we didn't have cinnamon sticks, so I just used ground cinnamon, and I don't know if that's strained out. You can taste the coffee a lot more in this, and this is a lot less sweet. So if this is too sweet for you, this might be a nice option because you can manipulate things to make it less sweet. And I cut the amount of coffee that's in this and added a bit more syrup because I personally don't love coffee because I just don't love the taste of coffee. My preferred morning caffeination is matcha. But I was like, let's give it a try today. So if I were to do this, I would just go to Starbucks and pay $6 the few times that I would drink a pumpkin spice latte. But if you drink coffee every day, you either want to make it healthier, save money, or want to change the taste, this tastes nearly identical and you can manipulate it. So I'd say both are great options. Pumpkin loaf time, which is what I personally am excited about. Like I said before, sadly we don't have something to compare it to, but I know for a fact this is just going to be yummy. That's really good. And it honestly tastes pretty similar to the Starbucks one. I won't lie to you. The Starbucks one is more of an even texture, and the Starbucks one is a bit sweeter. That concludes today's Starbucks video. Thank you so much for joining me. I would say, honestly, if you're looking to save some money, both of these are wonderful, wonderful options. And yes, I will continue loving fall and continue loving the Starbucks fall menu, but when I want to put in the work, this is definitely a great option too. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment if you try any of these, if you like these recipes, and if you think it tastes like the Starbucks fall menu. And I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.